wonderful day. Today I have got some really fun beads on my mat. I'm going to show you how to make some cute little beaded pendants for earrings. Look how cute, and they go good so well with my sweater. So we're going to be working with a lot of different Czech glass beads. There are Checkmates crescents here. We've got some seed beads in there and Czech glass round beads, which during our 12 days of deals, Czech glass round beads are on sale today, up to 25% off. So for this project, I have got 4mm and 6mm Czech glass rounds, and Czech glass rounds in every size are on sale today during our 12 days of deal sale. So this has been such a fun sale. Every day we reveal a new deal leading up to Christmas. Yeah, so and then there's a little free gift too every day, and the gift changes every day as well. So today, I forget what the gift is today. I think it's some kind of, I think it's like a little Santa bead, if I'm not mistaken. And we have got comments over here at artbeads.com/live. If you're watching here, definitely head over if you're not here already, because I will be able to see your comments and you can shop the show while you watch. Thaisa and Michelle from the Art Beads team are here. Hello, good morning. Tanya is here. Carolyn in Oregon. Oh, I hope you're staying dry and warm. Carolyn, we have been having so much rain here in the Pacific Northwest. Ellen, hi. Kat, good morning. Good to see you. Monica, hi. Yes, it is Santa. Okay, cool. And yes, we also have a special deal today. Kim is here. Hello. And yeah, so the free gift with purchase today is the Santa gnome lampwork bead. It's so cute. So if you order anything today, including those special Czech glass round beads that are on sale, you'll get a free Santa gnome lampwork bead with your order while supplies last on that. We also have a special deal going on one of our crochet sets from Tulip. So it's this really cute little red set. It's added to the show. If you're watching at artbeads.com/live, I can see it on the screen now. Added to the show. It is on sale, like it's like half price. Yeah, $75, regularly $150. It is half price. You'll get free shipping with that too, and you'll get your free gift as well. It's a really nice set. I love Tulip gift sets because they're really nicely packaged. This one is super cute and red, and Tulip makes some of the best quality tools for crochet and beadworking. I'm using some Tulip supplies here today. My beading needle and my scissors are Tulip today, and they're just the best. Really nice to work with, really comfortable. They make their tools with the crafter in mind, so it's gonna last. It's gonna be super high quality, and this set is just really so nice. And I love that a lot of the crochet sets come with nice little extras too that you're going to use beyond crochet. So really, really nice set on sale today. We've got more comments. Hi, Francie. Maria in El Paso, Texas. Hello. Gina C is here. Marianne, good morning. Mary, hi. And then we've got LJ, good afternoon from Texas. Good to see everyone. Jane from Long Island, hi. Adele from Pennsylvania, yay. Michelle from Virginia is here. Yeah, Tulip really is the best. Thank you, Deb. I did some curling today. I'm still not used to my dark hair. So I'm like, who is that? Teresa, hi. And Marisol, hi. Good to see you in Tucson. Hello, Marisol. So yeah, so great deals going on. We've got the 12 days of deals, Czech glass round beads, which we're going to be working with today, up to 25% off. Free gift with your purchase, that Santa gnome lampwork bead. And then we've got that special offer of the Tulip crochet set for half off. Such a beautiful set, and that is in the cart if you're watching at artbeads.com/live, or the shopping bag rather. So hit that shopping bag that you see on your screen, add it to your cart. You can do all that, shop, check out. I won't go anywhere as you're doing that over here on artbeads.com/live. You will stay live. Mary Jane, hi from rainy Oregon. It is so rainy. You guys, the Pacific Northwest is getting flooded in so many places. Some of my family members had to evacuate, but their houses are fine. And so it's been raining, flooding. And then the other night, horrible wind, like so loud it woke me up. So we've just been going through it here. So we're staying inside and we're beading. Luann in Seattle, hi, good to see you. My neighbor in Seattle, hello. So here we are in the 80s in Tucson. Oh, I'm jealous. Some sunshine would be nice right about now. Yes, it's been crazy here. Good morning, Anne. So we're going to be making these today to turn into little earrings, which we can wear at the end. This is a Starman TrendSetters pattern, and it does use those Czech glass round beads that are on sale today in 4 and 6 millimeter sizes. So I'm going to flip the camera and let's get started on this fun project. I love little beaded projects like that. All right, let's flip the camera. Super. All right, here we go. Going on a journey. All right, and then adjust the light. Sorry, that was a crazy noise. So this is what we're making today with our Czech glass rounds. We are making this beautiful little beaded pendant. It has a checkmate crescent beads, which are 2-hole little crescents. You're going to be using 4 and 6 millimeter Czech glass rounds, which are on sale today. I love these colors. So fun and different. They came together really nicely. Another thing that you're going to need to use are seed beads. We have size 8 round seed beads, size 11 round seed beads here, and size 15 round seed beads as well. And then you're going to want some kind of rondelle, 3 millimeter rondelles. I'm actually using, for the rondelles today, I am using Toho demi rounds in size 6.0, and those ended up working really nicely. You can see them on the edges of the piece. So I like how those worked in the pattern, but I also have some 3 millimeter Czech rondelles listed in the show as well if you want to use what the original pattern calls for. And then you'll also need some thread. I wanted to showcase this little thread box that Toho 1G makes because it's really great. I'm using the green thread from this box, but it comes in this cute little case that's super easy to open up. Got an extra bead in there. There's always beads floating around. But it comes with all these beautiful colors, which I love. So if you're working with different colors in your beaded projects, you've got these colors at your disposal, and these are going to last you a really long time. So this makes a really nice gift set, and it's just really nice to have on hand in your stash. I've got beading needles, size 11 or size 12 will do you good. And then I've got some scissors to cut my thread. Now, again, this is a pattern. We do have this PDF with the diagram available on the website. These are the Octavia earrings from trendsetter Ivona. I'm not going to even attempt to say her last name, but really cool earrings, and my printer is running out of ink, so my color is a little off, but you can save this to your computer, save this to your phone, print it out like I did. Really nice, and it gives you all of the steps there. So this is a really fun project. Let's get into it now that you know what to use. So all of these supplies that I'm using here today are listed. If you're watching at artbeads.com/live, you can hit that shopping bag and see them all. So that's really helpful. I've also got some copper ear wires here today to finish our piece. So I am going to cut my thread, working with about a yard of it or an arm span length as I like to do. And Michelle has linked the PDF diagram in the comments if you're watching at artbeads.com/live. Thank you, Michelle. And then I'm going to add my needle to my thread. Let's see if we can do that gracefully. Yes, pretty painless. They are really pretty. You could even modify this. We're making earrings today, but wouldn't that make a cute little Christmas ornament too? You could totally make that as an ornament for your tree. Super cute. Or make it a necklace pendant, or do a loop on each side, and this could be like a little bracelet, a beaded bracelet. That would be fun. All kinds of different ways you can take that. So now that we've got our needle on our thread, I'm going to add 1 crescent bead and then 1 11-0 seed bead. And we're going to repeat that 7 times. And we're going to make sure that our crescent bead, each time we add it, we're adding it in the same orientation, same stringing hole each time. So they're all facing the same way. Come on. So you can see both of these crescents have the little concave part facing up to me. So we want to do that the same each time we add them. So I'm going to repeat that until I have 8 on the thread. So there's number 3, pick up another 11-0. Good afternoon, Linda. Good to see you. Going to pick up 4, halfway there. And I like to just check to make sure that I am doing this correctly. And yes, I am. All of my crescents are facing the same way. Number 5. Hi, BJ. Good to see you. And then number 6. Number 7. I was just wondering, what does one do with crescents? No joke. Well, this is perfect for you because this is a pattern that includes crescents and it adds some really fun dimension to the project. And it kind of like, the crescents are like what hold it all together. So we've got 7 on there, so we need just 1 more crescent. And then you can do some fun stringing too. Like they make nice little spacers between other beads. And then 1 more seed bead of that 11-0 size. Okay, so we've added all of our beads for that first step, and then we're going to form a ring by passing through these beads again. So I've got all of my crescents. They're all lined up in the same orientation. So I am going to take my thread and loop it back around through all of these. And you can do this with your project laying on the mat as well. And you can go through some at first just to get it on there. There we go. There we go. So we're just forming a ring with all of those crescents and seed beads that we added. And I like to pull it down so we have just a tail of about 6 inches at the end, 6 inches or more to weave back in at the end. So there's the tail. Let's go through these last beads. So we're back at the tail too, and then we can tie a knot where the tail is. Hi, Ruth. Good to see you. We are just getting started making this cute little beaded pendant for earrings with some Czech glass. So that is what we're doing. Czech glass and seed beads today. So it's going to look a little squirrely when you get started. Those crescents are going to want to wiggle around. That's okay. And I'm just going to make a knot here in my loop of beads. Or loop of thread, I guess. There we go. So that's kind of gotten everything nice and secure. You can kind of fiddle with the shape of those. So look, so we've got our crescents all in a ring here, and those are actually going to end up facing out. You could do a fun little beaded bead moment with those all facing in too if you wanted to play around with different shapes. So after that, we're going to pass through the stringing hole of this closest crescent here. So I'm coming out of the stringing hole of the crescent, but not the seed bead next to it. So bringing my thread through there. Now, we want the convex side of the crescents facing up, so I'm going to actually flip this So the convex side is facing up. Make sure my tail is kind of out of the way there. Yeah, it is. Okay, facing the way we want. And then we are going to add our 6mm Czech glass round, which is this beauty here. So we're going to add that to our thread. And kind of place it. So we're coming out of this crescent here. We want this 6mm bead kind of in the middle of all of our crescents. And then we're going to pass the this thread through the inner stringing hole of the crescent directly opposite, which is that one. There we go, pull tight. And again, this looks a little squirrely when you first get started, but it will all start to come together, I promise. There we go. So we've got that in place. We've got our 6mm in place. We're going to pass back through that 6mm bead. So our thread is coming out of that inner hole of the crescent from the opposite direction. We're going to pass through that 6mm bead again. And again, the Czech glass rounds today for our daily 12 days of deals, they're up to 25% off right now. And then we're going to come back through that crescent from the other side so it matches the one on the other side that we went through. There we go. Okay, so we've got our 6mm bead in place. There we go. So now we're going to jump to this top or outer stringing hole of the crescent bead that we are on here. So now we're going to start to add the outside frame of beads to this piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up 3 of our 15-0 seed beads. So 1, 2, and 3 right there. And then we're going to pick up 1 8-0 seed bead and then 3 more 15-0 seed beads. So this is what we're working with here. And then from there, we're going to pass through the next, make sure I'm working with not my tail. Get that tail out of the way. We're going to pass through the outer stringing hole of the next crescent bead over once we have those beads in place. Good morning, Gina from California. Good to see you. So this is going to start to frame everything up. So let's put the tail down. There we go. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. Oh, 15-0 beads, my Achilles heel. Yes, this is kind of a good one to do if you don't like working with 15-0 beads because you're not doing too much with them. You're just kind of adding a few to this outer frame. And then with the 8-0 there, it's not so bad. So this might be a good one to like warm up to 15-0 beads, but they are very small. So you can start to see our little frame starting to shape up around here. So we're just going to do that all the way around. I'm going to add 3 15-0s and 8-0. And then 3 more 15-0s. And if you don't like 15-0s, like you're like, I'm not using those. You could like try it with maybe 2 11-0s instead of 3 15-0s and see if that works to your liking. Might change things a little bit, but it might work. 3 of those, an 8-0, and then 3 more 15-0s. And then through the next hole of the next crescent bead. It's like a Ferris wheel almost, super cute. So got that in place, and then 1, 2, 3 15 O's, an 8O, and then another 3 15 O's. 1, 2, and 3. Can you guys believe that Christmas is next week? I kind of panicked thinking about that earlier this week because it just snuck up. So I've been like buying presents this week, making sure I'm ready for the holiday. Truly, it really came up fast. All right, 1, 2, 3, another 8O, and then 1, 2, and 3. Oops. Don't stitch your skin. Things you say as a crafter. 1, 2, 3, an 8O, and then 1, 2, 3 more 15 O's. We still don't have snow on the ground. Can you believe it? In Boise, well, based on the weather here, I can believe it because it has been just so wet, and that rain has made it a lot warmer than usual. Like, it was like 60 last weekend in December, which is nuts, but just downpour, absolute torrential downpour always. This whole week it's been nuts here. The weather has been really weird in the Pacific Northwest, so not totally shocking, but I do like snow at Christmas. I think it's so pretty. I can't believe it either. I'm so not ready this year. It really just snuck up. So we're adding our last little pass through, and then we're going to be coming out of that first crescent bead. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start to add our 4mm beads. So our thread is coming out of that first crescent that we started the pattern on. So we're going to pick up our 4mm beads in that fun green color, and we're going to pass through the same stringing hole that we did for the little pattern of seed beads. So the outer hole again, and you're going to want to make sure that you're not going through any of those seed beads. So adding these beads is what really helps the shape start to come together. And I like to make sure that it's to the inside of our little seed bead frame that we made earlier. So we're going to repeat that again and again. So I'm picking up another one. My front yard could be a fish pond. Oh no, Carolyn. Yeah, it's been just crazy weather. Very wet. So we're going through that same stringing hole that we did for the seed bead sequence and adding our 4mm Czech glass round beads, which Czech glass round beads are on sale today during our 12 days of deals. They are up to 25% off. And by the way, if you guys don't like these colors, we have so many different colors of Czech glass and seed beads. So you could really go to town customizing this pattern. And that's what I love about these Starman TrendSetter patterns. I'm doing a completely different color palette than what's in the PDF diagram. You can really switch up the colors, make them your own. You could do like Christmas colors, or if you wanted it to look like a snowflake, you could do like icy winter colors. If you're wanting pink, like you love pink, you could do pink. We have so many colors available in our Czech glass and our seed beads that it's really easy to customize these patterns. So you can see when I add that 4mm Czech glass bead, it really brings the shape together here. So I've got another one. I'm going to go through that same hole that we did for the seed beads, making sure that I'm not going through any of the seed beads, just the crescents. Yay, I love that you love the snow, Thaisa. It's so pretty, especially like when it's Christmas time. It makes you feel festive. I don't think we're getting any snow this Christmas here in the Pacific Northwest. More rain for us. All right, we're picking up another bead. So this is looking really good. What colors would you all use for this? Red and green, metallic shades? Yeah, let us know. because you could really just go in completely different directions with this based on what colors you use. Metallics like all gold or all copper would look really pretty, really elegant. So that would be cool to see. Yeah, I love metallic seed beads and Czech glass too. All right, there we go. Another one in place. Pick up another one. And 4mm fire polished might actually look really cool in here too. Add some texture. So you could play with what types of beads as well. There we go, getting that one in place. And as I'm going, I'm kind of tugging on the tail thread too to keep everything in place. This is looking so good. I love how this one comes together because it's not like I wouldn't expect to really start with this outside frame of seed beads first rather than the 4mm seed beads. So it's really cool to see like how the layers of this piece all come together. So it's a super fun one to try because it's just different from how I would expect it to go. So that's really fun. All right, we've got all of our little green 4mm Czech glass rounds in place. Super fun. So now we're going to add even more structure and our little rondelles or toho demi rounds. So let me see here. So we've got all of our little 4mm rounds, and then we are gonna pass through. So we are coming out of our crescent bead. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pass through these next 3 15-0s. Make sure you can see that. So we're passing through those 3 beads. Then we're going to pass through this 8-0 bead and just one of the 15-0 beads. So just one 15-0 bead in the next sequence of 15-0s. There we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 of our rondelles. In this case, I'm using the 6-0 demi rounds. And then we're going to skip over these next 2 15-0 beads in the series. We're going to skip over that crescent bead and we're going to skip over the next 2 15-0s. So what you're doing is you're going to go through this 1 15-0 here, that 1 8-0 and 1 15-0. Like that. So when you do that, these beads are kind of going to nest right above that crescent. And we're going to be adding more to these to add even more structure. So we're going to repeat that, you guessed it, all the way around our little medallion that we're making. So we're going to pick up those 2 rondelles and we're going to skip over these 15s, skip over that crescent, skip over these 2 15s and just pass through that 1 15, 8-0, and 1 15 in the center there, just like that. And I like to kind of, sorry, I was off camera there. I like to kind of tap these in place as I'm pulling my thread because they kind of nest around the crescent like that. So just give them a little tap to help them get in place. So we're going to pick up 2 more. We're skipping over these 15-0s. We're skipping over the crescent. We're skipping over these 2 15s. And we're going to go through that 1 15, 1 8, and 15 right there in the center of our little seed bead section. Pull tight. Give these a little tap so they nest up nicely. And we're in place to add more. Oh no, Paulette, I'm so sorry. Hopefully you're on the mend. So adding the 2, passing over those beads to go through that center 15, 8, and 15. There we go. And it's looking good. 2 more of those rondelles. skipping over beads until we get to the 1508 and 15 combo at the center of the seed bead section, tapping these down in place so they nest around the crescents, and repeating that again. 15, 8, and 15. There we go. And again, the PDF diagram has nice little step-by-step diagram pictures to show you what this looks like up close, what the thread path is. So you can refer to that as you go too, which is super helpful. All right. And then just one more, and we are on our way. All right, there we go. All right, so we've done that. We've got all our gold beads in place. That was step 5. And then we're going to pass through those first gold beads that we added here. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to add a 15-0 bead, an 8-0 bead, and then a 15-0 bead. Let me make sure that I'm doing this right. Yes. Okay. So, I see what I did. You're only going to pass through one of these gold roundels. You want to be in between, you want your thread coming in between them. I was like, I don't think I'm in the right position, and I wasn't. So, just go through one of those first gold roundels that you added, and then add a 15, an 8, and a 15 like so. And then you're going to go through the gold bead right next to it. So that's going to create a little bit of a corner right at the top of your crescent. From here, we're going to go through that little 15, 8, 15 sequence that we did in the previous step, like that, and then go through that first gold bead. And we're going to do that again. So we're going to add a 15, an 8, and a 15 like that. We're going to, oops, I lost a 15. It jumped right off. There we go. We're going to go through that second gold bead. Makes a nice little corner right above your crescent, adds stability as well. And then we're going to pass through that 15, 8, 15 sequence that we did in the previous step. Pass through one gold bead. Make sure your thread doesn't get hooked on anything. And then repeat. So we're going to add a 15, an 8, and a 15. Yeah, I like the mandala feel to this pattern, or at least that's what I like to see. It does have like a little bit of a mandala feel. That's a good word for it. So I'm going through the second gold. I'm going through the previous 15, 8, 15 set of beads from the last row. And you can kind of see that pushes our demi-rounds or rondelles if you're using rondelles. So they sit nicely on that outer row. And then we're going to pass through this gold bead. We're going to add a 15, an 8, and a 15. We're going to pass through that second gold bead, go through that 15, 8, and 15 sequence from the previous row. So watch as I pull this tight, it kind of separates out those two gold beads that you add so they sit nicely. So we're going to go through that next gold bead over. add a 15, boop, an 8, and a 15. Go through the second gold bead over, pass through the 1, 15, 8, and 15 sequence that you went through in the previous row. There we go. It's looking good. Make sure that one's there, nice and in shape. Go through the first gold seed bead you come across. Add a 15, add an 8, add a 15. Go through the second gold bead or roundel or demi-round, and then go through that sequence of the 115, the 1, 8, and the 115 from the previous row. Go through the first gold bead, and this is all coming together so nicely. 15, 8, and 15. Go through the second gold bead. Boop. Again, you can like tap the beads in place if you need. There we go. And then go through that seed bead sequence from the previous row of a 15, 8, and 15. And again, this is all detailed in the PDF diagram. Go through that first gold bead, 15, 8, and then a 15 on our needle. Go through that second gold bead, and we have added all the beads. So from here, what we're going to do is we are going to make sure that our thread is coming out of one of our 8/0 beads. So I'm going to go through this little section here. Yes, if you need to rewatch this video, will be available on the artbeads.com/live page. You can watch the replay, do all of that, pause, rewind, fast forward. And the PDF diagram is really helpful as well. So I'm just moving my thread so that it's coming out of one of those 8/0 beads that we just added in this row. And this is where we're going to add our little loop. See, look how cute that is. It's got some dimension on the other side. We've been working on technically what's the back side of this piece. So the front side kind of domes up a little bit and it looks so good, so cute. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add the loop for attaching our ear wire. So what we're going to do here is we are going to add 7 15-ohs. So I'm going to pick up 7 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yes, the pattern, seeing the little diagram helps a lot. It's hard because these beads are so small. So it's hard to see everything up close perfectly. And you've got your fingers in there and I'm trying to see and the camera's trying to see. So that's why we have the PDF diagram, which shows it all up close. And it's a little more, what's that called when like they show the thread path, but it's spread out. Oh, I don't remember what that's called. Like articulated, I don't know. But it's easier to see the thread path and what you need to do with your beads in the PDF diagram. All right, so I've added my 7 beads in a loop. I'm going to pass through that loop several times for strength and stability and to reinforce the shape. So we're just looping through these beads several times. There we go. There we go. Do you wear glasses to work with small beads? I do not have to wear glasses yet. Hopefully, my eyesight stays good. But, you know, the more you do stuff like this and the older you get, your eyesight does tend to get a little bit weaker. So I'm sure I'll need glasses of some kind eventually. The pattern, yes, the pattern is free. So if you want to just download that, print it out, that is something we offer for free. reinforce. There we go. Do that. Just going through a bunch. And then what you would do from here is just weave your thread back into the piece, maybe knot it here and there, and trim. We are done. This is a really fun, quick, like intricate looking beaded piece. That's what I love about the Starman, the Trendsetter patterns as well, is they're really nice ways to get used to making like intricate little beaded pieces, but they go by pretty fast. So that's always really nice. So I'm just weaving my thread through the beads, following the thread path just to create some security here. I might knot my thread in places. So maybe right here is a good place to knot my thread. So maybe I'll do that in between beads. So we're just securing our thread, getting ready to cut it. So I've knotted my thread there, and I'm going to go through these beads here. We're just following the thread path. And then I will cut this thread. That's ready to go. It's pretty secure. All right. And then I will cut my tail as well. So let's see where that one is coming out of. It looks so pretty. I love that. Isn't that nice? They're so pretty, and the colors are just fun. And again, we have so many colors available in these different Czech glass and seed beads, so you can really have fun customizing this look to whatever you want. I'm just gonna kind of follow the thread path here where the tail was. There we go. You could knot that too as well if you wanted extra security that way. But this feels pretty secure here, especially going through that one. And then we're going to cut. I love it too. It's so, so cute. All right, there we go. And then all we need to do from here is attach our ear wires. And I need to get some chain nose pliers for that. 1 minute. All right, luckily I'm never far away from my chain nose pliers. So I'm just going to, do you think this would lay well as a short necklace with 3 linked together by cratering 2 opposite attachments and linking them? Oh, do you think this would lay well as a short necklace with 3 linked together? Like this, like one up here, one down here, and one down there. I think that would be really cute. I think you should try it, definitely. That would be really pretty as a statement necklace. 3 of those all together. That would be so pretty. Add that on. There we go. So you just use that loop to attach your ear wire. Open this one up. There we go. Thank you, Monica. Yeah, I really like how this one turns out. So pretty. So there you have it. You've got pretty earrings made with Czech glass rounds and crescent beads and seed beads. So you really only need a few different kinds of beads, and we sell these beads by the tube and by the strand. So you have plenty to make enough. Do you have plenty of beads? There's enough for this project and more. So you can make matching ones for your bestie. Super cute. Super lovely. They look like little blossoms, but again, if you switched up the colors, maybe with some like icy blues or something like that, you could have a little snowflake look happening. So, These are so, so cute. Love how those turned out. And the shine is really pretty in person because I've been using those metallic seed beads, which just add that pop of shine. I really like how the colors turned out too. I was kind of working with what I had in these beads, but they ended up being beautiful colors all together. Yeah, you do need the 1G. Send it to yourself, put it in your stocking. I do that all the time. I'll do like little blind boxes that you don't know what's in it. Just put those in stockings, some for other people, some for myself, because I love a blind box. But this would make a nice little stocking stuffer that you would be using all year and probably longer. There's a lot of thread here. So really nice. So that's how you make these earrings. They're called the Octavia earrings. We have a page for them on the website. And there's a nice PDF diagram for you to follow along with how the beads are put together. It's a nice little diagram for how to make these earrings. My printer ink is running out, so it's not as clear. So really pretty. Let me switch the camera and we'll see what those earrings look like on. What a fun class. That was really fun. Okay, let's see. So this is what they look like. Let me adjust the light so there's not that shadow. Okay, so we're going to put them on. Those are really pretty. I like how they look. They match my little sweater that I have here. How cute! So there you go. Cute little beaded Czech glass earrings. Yeah, these are really fun. I really like those colors a lot. Super cute. So, super fun little earrings that you can make in an afternoon, no problem. And they look so intricate and detailed. Adorable is a good word for these. I like them. They're like a little burst or a little pop of color. So super funny. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Gina, I'm so glad that that all made sense to you. Again, this video will be available on the artbeads.com/live page, so you can go back and rewatch things if you need to. But yeah, I think these look even better on too. Thank you, Thaisa. They turned out super cute. So very fun and very lightweight because it's all glass beads, so they're not going to weigh you down either. Feels like nothing. So that is our show today. Deb will be live tomorrow with a fun Fab Friday show. Next week is Christmas. We'll have some fun for you on Christmas as well. Just nice little sweet holiday messages that we're going to send out to you guys. Maybe a little project or two as well. So yeah, I can't believe next week is Christmas. This year has absolutely flown by. So I hope that you are able to have a fun holiday, a safe holiday, a creative holiday. Maybe you'll get to do some crafting. That's always a good time. So thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to close out your carts. If you've added any of these items today to your cart, definitely make sure to check out, get them all, and you will get a free gift with your order, that cute little Santa gnome lampwork bead. That is our free gift for today. While supplies last, you'll get up to 25% off on those Czech glass rounds that we used today. And definitely check out, if you're watching at artbeads.com/live, that crochet set from Tulip that we have on a special deal, 50% off. Really great deal on that. It's beautiful. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day and a great weekend, and happy holidays.